So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa ating media partners, sa ating resource person for today, Sir Abdullah Dong Cusain. Magandang umaga po. Welcome po sa ating session for today sa Kapihan sa Bangsamoro. So, before we start, let's have first our invocation. To be led to us by Menang.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, bago po ang lahat, ako po muna yung moderator ninyo para sa araw na ito. Ako po si Aisa Abbas from the Bureau of Public Information. Pansamantala ako yung hahalili kay Sir Al-Bashir Saiden dahil meron po siyang importanteng transaction. Okay, so ang ating speaker for today, resource person who will give an update sa BARM ay si Sir, ang ating Assistant Executive Secretary from the Office of the Chief Minister, Sir Abdullah Dong Cusain. Okay, sir. So, pwede na po.
Hello. Auzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Magandang umaga sa lahat. At nagpapasalamat ako sa mga kaibigan natin sa media sa inyong pagdalo sa ating regular kapihan. Nagpapasalamat din ako sa Bureau of Public Information sa pag-imbita sa akin dito. This is my first time to be in the kapihan. In the absence of the regular resource persons, ay inatasan nila ako na kumalili sa kanila. No? I do hope that I can sufficiently clarify your queries that you may have and respond to them appropriately. So, as for the regular updates, all of us are very much aware that the Bangsamoro government this year in the midst of midst of several processes and changes, for one, yung phasing in period natin, nagsimula na rin siya, no? By phasing in, we mean the hiring of employees. Last year, of course, yung the first and second batches nung na-phase out ng mga formerly ARMM employees ay natapos natin. For the phasing out, we're just technically yung third batch, I already phased out beginning January 2, no? January 1 kasi was a holiday. So dito sa ginagawang phasing in, for the time being that ang manpower ng Bangsamoro government ay significantly reduced, we have extended the services of some accountable officers beginning January 2 up to March 31. Ito yung mga heads of offices and then yung mga positions or officials na very critical to the continuity of the service. Aside from the heads, yung mga, of course, yung accountants, the supply officers, the HR, the admin, and other key officials na kailangan yung presence nila. Otherwise, magkakaroon ng gap, which the law abhors and which also we do not want to happen. Yung mga signatory, ay extended po ang kanilang services up to March 31. And then, of course, nabuksan na rin yung Bangsamoro portal, yung online job application. If I'm not mistaken, mukhang umahabot na sa around 240,000 plus, yung applications na natanggap natin. In the Office of the Chief Minister alone, we have received 22,000 plus applications. So, just imagine yung work na ang ating mga HR, yung mga human resource officers have to grapple with, Kasi lahat ng mga applications, we have to sort them one by one and determine whether yung mga applications meet the minimum requirement set by law. All of these are in keeping with the policy of the Bangsamoro government to make the processes, one, very accessible to our people. Yan naman ang rationale why there is such a thing as online recruitment para yung opportunity ay maibigay natin sa mga mamamayang Bangsamoro and even non-Bangsamoro as well, from the mainland all the way to the farthest point in Tawi-Tawi, na merong internet signal naman. We recognize na maraming areas ang problematic ang internet signal, but given the number of the applications we receive, mukhang wala nang makapagsasabi na hindi natin in-open yung process. Aside from giving equal opportunity to everyone, of course, yung idea of being transparent, Through the online processes, I think we have stated our point, and this is backed up by our own actions na transparent kami. Before kasi may mga issues na sabi nila ang BARM, yung mga positions sa BARM ay exclusive lamang sa isang grupo. Pero nakita naman ninyo na ang basihan natin sa pagre-recruit ay kung ano ang isinasaad ng batas, civil service laws, and there is no such thing as favoring one group or individuals. Lahat yan, as long as you meet the qualifications set by law, and then you have the chance to apply. So, yan ang two things na the portal tried to address. Una yung ma-spread natin yung opportunity to everyone, and then we leave our talk na we are transparent in our processes. Okay. So, aside from that activity na yan ang pinagkakabisihan ng karamihan, ay tayo ngayon ay nakafocus din sa isang malaking event na magaganap ngayong Marso. And I'm referring to the first year anniversary of the Bangsamoro, no? Yung foundation natin, which should be on March 29. That would be officially the first year of the existence of the Bangsamoro government. That was the time when it was formally inaugurated by no less than the president himself, ano? Dito rin sa SKCC. But for the details of the forthcoming commemoration and celebration of the Bangsamoro Government Foundation, it's still being discussed. Ano? Meron ng steering committee headed by the Executive Secretary and several other ministers. Ito yung committee na created by the cabinet to plan the events leading up to the celebration of the first foundation anniversary of the Bangsamoro government, the BARM itself. And of course, sa ating usaping financial, ano, just this morning, I had 2 calls. Kanina, yung DXMY natin, may pauna ng interview about the financial status natin. Yung tinatawag natin black grant, which is the source of the appropriation and budget for the Bangsamoro government, beginning this year, yung appropriation budget for January ay nasa atin na po, no? Nasa Bangsamoro Treasury Office na po. Dumating nga lamang siya noong February 5. If you're familiar with yung tinatawag nilang NC, no? Notice of Cash Allocation from DBM to, I think, ito yung dina-download ng DBM. The downloading was made January 20. No? Medyo may delay nga dun sa downloading. January 20 yung NCA. And then from Bureau, it was credited sa Bureau of Treasury noong January 31. So, finally, na-credit nila sa ating Bangsamoro Treasury Office noong February 5. So, naghahanda ngayon ang lahat ng mga opisina kung paano magagamit na itong black grant, yung mga budget nila. And then, of course, since this is a new budgeting and accounting system, meron talagang mga proseso. Again, transition is actually a series of interconnected processes. Marami talagang mga proseso tayong kailangan na harapin. Administrative side, ito, financial side, and almost lahat yan very interrelated. And since these are big processes actually, nagkakaroon lamang ng time lag. Hindi talaga may iwasan kasi yung preparation pa ng mga necessary documents. For instance, itong sa pag-download na ng black grant for January, amounting to 5 billion, 300 million plus. I just cannot recall the exact figures. So, nung dumating na yan sa ating Bangsamoro Treasury Office, then we have to, the offices, the respective ministries and offices, have to comply again with several documents. Yan dyan yung budget execution documents, and then what else? This is quite technical, and I apologize, I am not a finance person. But in short, yung mga opisina natin, they have to comply naman kasi ito yung mga bagay na we cannot do away with, ano? Government is a organization of covered by rules, no? Everything that we do, may guidelines na we have to follow. That is precisely what a government is for, no? At hindi rin magiging kaiba ang Bangsamoro government. In fact, we're not only observing laws, but we have to, tawag dito, follow it. And that is what the Bangsamoro government, from day one, that's part of the larger program we call moral governance, is to abide with regulations. No? We believe that yung faithful observance natin and abiding with the law would really put us in better shape. Yung nga lang ang effect, talagang may delay. And I think we apologize and seek for the understanding of everyone. There's simply processes that we cannot cut short, ano? And we do not intend to not to follow itong mga guidelines. Clear ang ating policy na whether it's a small regulation or the bigger policies and regulations, all the instrumentalities of the Bangsamoro government has to religiously observe these guidelines. Okay. So, probably siguro, yun muna yung update ko. And I'll give you the floor siguro, no, to discuss. Baka may mga specific concerns kayo na gusto nyong ma-clarify.
Maraming salamat po, sir. That was Sir Abdullah Cusain from the office of the Chief Minister. So we would like also to recognize the presence of our Executive Director of the Bureau of Public Information, BARMS, Dr. Norodin. Salam. Hi, sir. Sir, meron po ba kayong i-add? Okay. So we'll proceed to the question and answer portion. So ang mangyayari, reminders po, 2 questions per media agency po. Merong 1, maximum na po yung 3. So, start tayo siguro sa dulo. So, pakilala po muna tayo and sabihin niyo po ano po yung agency ninyo. Salamat po. Sir?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Sir Nord, Sir Dong. Nasabi mo kanina, Sir, na mahigit 200 na yung nag-submit sa ating portal sa BARM. Ilan ba talaga yung matatanggap lamang na magiging trabahante or manggagawa ng BARM? And then din naiiwasan doon sa mga natanggal na kumbaga sa basa Maguindanao pa, pagkarati ginawa nila. Bakit daw sila tinanggal na? Walang kasiguraduhan na although sila nag-submit sa portal, walang kasiguraduhan na sila ay makukuha doon sa mga aplikante. Ang sabi ko, wag muna kayong magreklamo, hintayin nyo muna kung kayo ba may balik sa inyong mga trabaho or tuluyan na kayong mawawala sa inyong mga offices.
Maraming salamat kasamang Arts Gayak. Ano? Dalawa yung tanong. Ano? Una yung gaano ba karami yung available positions. Base dun sa na-approve na NOSCA, yung tinatawag nating Notice of Organizational Staffing and Compensation Action. Ito yung dokumento na nakalagay yung mga positions dyan. At ito yung na-approve ng ating Ministry of Finance and Budget and Management na na-submitin na rin natin sa Civil Service Commission. Yung mga positions na plantilla at ito yung mga nasa portal, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, more than 6,000 positions. More than 6,000 positions, ano? Medyo, I think dyan, no? More than 6,000. Hindi ko lang maalala yung kwan. Pagpasensyaan nyo pag medyo every year, medyo nagkukulang yung memory ng mga pabata ng pabata. So, but I think nasa 6,000 plus, ano? And gaya ng sabi ko kanina, yung mga nag-apply, yung mga na-receive through online, at meron pa dyan mga nag-submit din siguro ng hindi online yung hard copy. But sa portal natin, yung last na nakita ko noon, nasa more than 240,000 applications. So, but of course, hindi naman siya translatable to 240,000 individuals din. Kasi nakita natin na karamihan dyan, dahil wala ngang limit sa pwede mong applyan dun sa online, ang iba dyan, 5, 10. Ito nga lang nung sa aming sa OCM daw, mayroong isang empleyado na mga 110 plus positions ang in-applyan niya. So, but we cannot tawag dito, prohibit anyone from applying there. Of course, iba yung pag-apply, iba naman yung sa pag-evaluate. Eventually kasi makikita rin ng mga HR natin whether those applications really meet the minimum qualifications. So, halos karamihan ng mga opisina ay in the process na rin ng pag-validate ng mga applications. Okay. Doon sa sentiments ng mga empleyadong sinabi nating na separated. Well, we have to remember na the arm, by virtue of the Republic Act 11054, and also way back by virtue of the agreement nung sa FAB and the CAB, the then arm was to be abolished as it is now abolished. So, in any abolition ng isang opisina, hindi naman pwede mong i-abolish ang isang opisina na may iwan yung tao. But you know rin naman na while the arm is abolished by now, and yet RA 11054 made an exception doon sa 3 ministries. Yung Ministry of Basic, Higher and Technical Education, Ministry of Social Services, and the Ministry of Health. Ang reason din naman niya dahil, well, obviously, ito yung mga trabaho na we cannot afford not to have in a single day, Alam natin gaano ka-importante ang mga doktor natin, ang mga nurses natin, gaano rin ka-importante yung mga social services workers natin, and then of course yung mga teachers, So, yan ang naging reason kung bakit majority pa rin naman, Majority of the then former employees of the abolished arm are still with the BARM now, Doon sa number ng mga na-separated, I think they just numbered siguro mga 4,000, Yung mga from the first to the third batches, around 4,000 yon. And as far as re-employment, siguro i-clear natin, As far as reapplying, hindi naman pinagbabawalan ng BOL, ng 11054, yung mga na-separated na mag-reapply. In fact, pwede silang maging, hi Chin, morning. In fact, pwede silang ma-rehire, pero merong isang condition ng RA 11054. Ang condition na yun is, you just have to return back yung separation pay mo. Ibabalik niyo yung, halimbawa, gawin na natin concrete na example, ano? Ito si Aish, second batch ba ito? Third batch. Third batch. Third batch siya, pero na-extend siya, no? Na-extend siya up to March 31 dahil nga ayaw nating may total discontinuity sa service. So, halimbawa sa case ni Aish, pag mag-apply siya at pag makuha siya, so yung natanggap niya or matatanggap niya na separation pay, kailangan niyang isauli lamang. At ang sinasabi nga ng batas dyan ay prorated basis. Although itong provision na ito, itong prorated na ito, isa ito sa mga bagay na kailangang idetalye ng Bangsamoro government and then of course, for sure, yung Department of Budget and Management. So, walang prohibition for those who were separated or are going to be separated by end of March 31 for them to reapply, ano? But yun lang, you have to return back yung separation pay. So, it's still a choice ng separated na employee. And alam nyo, kung titingnan ninyo, yung separation pay, ito lamang yung package na on a regular basis, hindi makukuha ng isang government worker. Ang laki nung separation pay, no? Pag less than 5 years, I think that's 100%, ano? Times 100%. Times 100%. Pag 5 year, more than 5 years but less than 10 years, 150%. And then 10 years above, 200%. So, just imagine na lang nyo yung mga matagal na sa serbisyo, malalaki ang sweldo. In fact, last December alone, we had several millionaires, ano? And I'm not joking because I was the one who signed yung mga notices of cash allocations, NCA, for those who got their separation pay. And talagang malalaking separation pay nila na hindi mo makukuha pag regular yung pagkaalis mo sa government. Ito lamang yung panahon na malaki yung nakukuha ng separated na employee. Kasi aside from the separation pay, ito medyo no? But we have to explain, no? Para we have to establish the point na ang ating mga separated employees, I think majority have got or would be getting more than they have expected before. Kasi aside from the separation pay, yung mga qualified for retirement, yung mga naka 15 years and above, and of course, yung mga senior citizens na, no? Kasi compulsory na yung, pwede ka na mag-retire at the age of 60, ano? Then mandatory sa 65. Separation pay, then yung retirement from the GSIS. Meron pang terminal leave benefits. So, halos karamihan, no? I would like to believe majority of the separated employees ay more than enough yung natanggap nilang separation separation pay. Of course, hindi nawawala yung mga sentiments, but sa usapin naman kasi ng finance, most of the time, we are creatures of choices. Ang iba dyan, talagang masinop, maalaga sa pananalapi. Ang iba, siguro nung time ng kanilang paninilbihan, sabi nga, taga London, loan dito, London. so ang iba, nagkakaproblema ng ganon. But generally, yung mga na-separate, they had ample benefits. And ulitin ko lamang, there's no barring them from reapplying. No? Yun lamang, it would be their personal choice at the end of the day whether they're willing to be re-employed and return the separation pay that they got.
Okay na po. Sige po. Next. Sino may follow-up? Okay. Kasama ka po niya? Okay. So, sige, unahin na lang natin siya and then next si Ma'am Chin Chin and then kayo.
Sir Dong, Rocky Demon Lawang Brigada. Sir, mga ilang porsyento na po ba ng mga dating empleyado ng BARM ang nakatanggap na nga po ng separation pay? And another question, sir, yung regarding sa criticism na hinarap ng Bangsamoro government o ang BARM, paano po ba i-handle ng liderato ng Bangsamoro government yung naturang mga issue?
Yung percentage mismo, pasensya na, medyo mahina ako sa math. But, yung, gaya na sabi ko kanina, yung tinatawag nating first batch, beginning October 1 na separate sila, natanggap na nila yon, yung first batch. Second batch, beginning November 1, mga 2 ministry ang hindi na lang yata nakakatanggap. Actually, yesterday, last week, dumating na rin yung sa ORG, sa DNR at saka sa DAR. Yung second batch kasi nagkaroon ng technical problem ang 4 na opisina. Karamihan sa second batch, nakuha na nila noong December, with exception nun ng ORG, DAR, DAF, at saka DNR, DAR, DAF, and ORG. But last week, ay dumating na po yung sa second batch ng ORG, ng DAR, ng DAF. DNR Agriculture and Fisheries. Yung dating DAF ang hindi pa naida-download kasi nagkaroon ng technical problem. As in technical problem sa computer system nila. Yung tinatawag nilang electronic budgeting nila, nagkaroon ng glitch noong December. So yung 4 na ito, hindi na isalin yung November. Aside from the fact na yung employees noon ng DAR, nagkaroon pa sila ng clarification sa DAR Central Office. All the while, they thought na sila ay DAR national employees, only to find out na devolved na rin pala sila. So, ito yung mga issues na naka-complicate sa ibang mga opisina. But, for the second batches, ang DAF na lang, ang hindi pa dumarting yung kanila, yung separation pay nila. And merong isang ministry lamang na namumroblema as far as separation pay is concerned. Ito yung sa Ministry of Transportation and Communication kasi up to now, meron pang malaking issue na kailangan i-resolve. Siguro yung mga medyo matagal nang nakasubaybay sa nung dating DOTC, ang naging problema ngayon sa kanilang separation pay ay konektado rin nun sa matagal ng problema, no? So, yung sa mga medyo sa media na matagal-tagal na, tayo ni, mahiya ako sabihin kami ni Latchin, pero alam niyo, tayo, tsaka sinako, yung naging problema sa MOTC ay connected pa rin dun sa, and it's really unfortunate na up to this point ay nakahamper. But we are trying our best na ma-resolve yan kasi maraming affected na hindi naman party dun sa issue. Okay. So for the third batch, ang commitment ng DBM before is this month of February, ano? And we're optimistic na DBM would be able to live up to its commitment. Siguro na-publish na rin ng brigada na this Thursday ay darating si DBM Secretary Wendell Abisado. So ito rin yung mga I'm sure magiging part ng agenda yung mga usapin na ito regarding dyan sa separation pay and other benefits ng mga empleyado. Doon naman sa criticism, that's very, well, we would say normal, ano? And tayo naman, we take criticisms as, in fact, it's welcome on our part to be able to hear people's opinions about us, whether favorable or not. It's part of governance actually. We don't have to be onion skin, ano? Hindi dapat maging ang government worker, you're a public property, so to speak, no? So we have to receive itong mga criticisms as we can take this as lessons, ano? Hindi naman natin pwedeng i-assume na tayo ay perfecto, no? Walang perfect na tao. In the same way na walang perfect na organization. There will always be criticisms. At kami, ini-encourage ka namin yung maririnig yung mga tawag dito, mga opinion ng ating mga mamamayan. Kasi it's part of sensing. No? A government can only be responsive if it knows what the people are talking about it. Kahit na masama yan, well, let's make it as a lesson on our part. Kung talaga namang tama yung criticism, we have to correct kung ano man yung error on our part. So, yung handling criticism, of course, case-to-case basis din naman. But generally, this government is receptive to any criticism.
Thank you, sir. Next po si Ma'am Chin Chin from the XMS.
Anong nangyari sa mga mikropono ninyo? At saka, akala ko kapihan ito. Bakit tsokolate pala itong...
May luwan sa bar.
Bale, tsokolatehan na ito. Hindi na ito kapihan.
Ayan. Okay. Ayan, good morning po, ano. Actually, we understand, Kuya Dong, Kuya Dong tuloy. Kasi
Okay lang.
si Sir Dong
Okay lang.
kasi, ano to dati sa Cotabato City Government. That is why parang magkakapatid lang din.
Okay lang, kuya naman ako siya.
Ayan. Pero, Sir Dong, we understand na, yung, sa usapin ng separation pay is from the national government. Ang sabi nga ni Minister Iqbal, we are not finger pointing, pero, ang gusto lang kasi nila yung schedule. But we understand na talagang hindi nakasalalay sa inyo, no, from the DBM yung ano. Pero on the other hand, ang question ko, this is about the January salary. Although may 5.3, kung hindi ako billion pesos, that was in the afternoon ng Wednesday, sabi ni Minister Sinarimbo at Minister Guerra na-download na sa BARM government from the DBM. That was a temporary modality of transfer na gagawin. Kasi, correct me if I'm wrong, sabi niya, ay from the Department of Finance, under the Department of Finance, Bureau of Treasury, and Bureau of Treasury, or ORT, MFBM, and then ministries. So, yung magiging modality of transfer. So, ang tanong dito ng ating mga kababayan, especially the teachers, kailan daw madadownload yung January salary? Is it kasabay ba ng February salary or on March pa ba? Kasi they wanted na yung exact date. Kasi although si Minister Iqbal sabi niya magbibigay daw sila ng memo, maglalabas, pero hinihintay ng mga teachers. We understand mga teachers kasi hindi naman lahat yan sa poblasyon or sa city proper mismo na tuturo. Mayroon sa mga far-flung barangays. Thank you.
Tama yung Chin, ano? Yung mga detalyeng nasabi mo. Noong February 5 nga yung pag-credit sa ating BTO. And then, yesterday nga, nagkaroon ng isang special meeting with the finance people. Kasi itong sistema natin, no? Ang ating, meron tayong ministry ngayon ng Finance and Budget and Management at saka yung Bangsamoro Treasury Office natin. So, itong pagdating ng block grant for January, ano? I-specify ko, ang dumating dyan ay for February, amounting to 5.3 billion, ano? So, ang immediate dito na requirement ay mag-open ng current accounts, no? Kailangan current account ang i-open ng mga opisina. May pagkaiba ito nun sa ARM. Kasi nung time ng ARM, yung MDS account, kukonti lamang yung mga opisina nun na merong current account. So, halos majority ng mga opisina, nun ay yung MDS account. So, ang ibang opisina naman, na-anticipate na itong paggawa ng current account. Meron na silang mga current account and then yung iba ay nagsimula na rin ng pag-apply ng current account. Yung pag-open naman ng bank account, konti lang naman yung requirements noon. Yung tax identification number, meron na yan. And then yung kailangan banded yung mga officials, meron na rin yan. Of course, yung specimen, ano? Specimen signature. And then yung 10,000 na deposit mo dun sa kwan. So, I'm sure baka by today or tomorrow, baka almost lahat ng mga ministry ay meron silang current accounts. Ito yung sistema na bago na sa atin. On the part naman ng Ministry of Finance and Budget and Management, ay ni-require na yung mga opisina ng mga kinakailangan ng mga documents. Yung budget execution documents, 1, 2, 3. No? Ito, kailangan i-comply ito, no? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng mag-release ang ating Bangsamoro Treasury Office ng budget ng mga opisina kung hindi ma-comply ito, no? Sa national government, meron din ganito. In fact, mini-mirror din natin yung proseso sa taas. Ang main difference nga lamang is, instead na sa taas tayo magsasubmit nitong mga documents, ay dito na sa atin. No? So, kinakailangan lamang i-comply nila itong mga ang tawag nila mga BED, budget execution documents. Once they've complied this, kasi if you're familiar with the BED, andun yung monthly na budget na ibibigay sa opisina. Hindi rin naman kasi pwedeng, let's say, may 5.3 na basta na lang i-allocate. Merong monthly allocation para sa bawat opisina. So, doon yan magdidepende doon sa tinatawag na mga budget execution documents. And I'm sure kahapon yata was the deadline ng mga bed, ano? And I would like to believe majority ng mga ministries, or if not all of the ministries, have already complied with yung mga documents na ito. As for the pasweldo ng mga teachers, tama yung sinabi mo, Chin, no? Hindi lahat ng teachers ay nasa areas na merong easy access sa ATM, ano? In fact, kung di ako nagkakamali, na kwento nung taga-payroll noon, na meron pa rin mga teachers na mas gusto nila yung cheque. And cheque pa rin yung ginagawa para sa kanila. Kasi, for instance, yung mga munisipyo, island municipalities, halimbawa, Sitangkay, Simonol, Sibuto, no? Wala namang ATM doon. So, medyo pahirap din sa kanila kung pupunta pa sila ng Bonggao, na kung saan, well, excuse my ignorance, baka doon nga lang siguro may ATM, ano? Probably in Bonggao lang, siguro sa Tawi-Tawi. So ito mga island municipalities, maraming teachers ang gusto nila, ang preparation ng kanilang sahod ay through the cheque pa rin. So ipapadala para hindi naman sila mahirapang magpunta pa sa Bonggao. And I think that's also true with Sulu. Kasi marami din mga island municipalities ang Sulu. And although probably Basilan, baka magkakalapit naman yung mga island towns, but hindi ko rin masabi for sure kung meron pa rin mga teachers sa Basilan ang gumagamit ng cheque. So, as to exactly when they would be receiving their pay, I cannot answer with certainty. I think it would be the accounting people of MBHT who can give definite answers to that. Yung, what is this? Kung matatanggap din ba nilang kanilang February, well, ang may download dyan ay January. But siguro baka after nitong meeting with Secretary Abisado, ako personally I'm optimistic na baka yung February ay may hulog din ngayong month ng February. Dito sa Office of the Chief Minister, I'm very confident na within this month. Today is Tuesday, no? Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Yung mga offices under us, we'll try na baka by next week meron lang kaming may lalabas. Napasabi sa BPI na sana daw. Kasi kung if you're also ako personally din, pareho rin naman tayong hindi pa nagsasahod. So everyone has a stake, ano? So bawat isa sa atin na ay gustong meron na rin pasahod kasi sabi nga nilang NCOB no cash on Valentine. Although siguro si Nor lang man ang madalas nag-observe ng Valentines kasi single pa, so on our part, kami na mismo ang magsusulong na mapagay to dahil just like the rest of the official namin employees, ganun din yung interest namin na of course, yung salary makuha sa in the coming days na. Huwag natin pag-usapan ng weeks kasi nagagalit na yung yung umahawak ng ATM namin. So, kasi palagi na lang walang laman. So kailangan na tawag dito, kailangan ma-expedite na yan. Ano? Oo. Abisado. Ah. Ah, isa yon sa agenda, no? Kasi ito medyo nalihis ng konti, no? Dahil nga bago rin nga itong modality, kahit tinawag ni ko na temporary modality kasi merong dapat ayusin dyan. Ang naging daan kasi nitong unang release ng Black Grant ay from DBM, pinunta nila sa National Bureau of Treasury. And from the National Bureau of Treasury, dinownload nila sa Bureau of Treasury sa Coronadal. Coronadal muna. Kaya medyo nakwan. No? Coronadal muna. And then after Coronadal, then Bureau of Treasury, Maguindanao. Region 12 nga ito. So, after Maguindanao, which I think dito yung Bureau of Treasury nila, no, sa Cotabato City. So, yung palang pinasa nila sa Minister of Finance and Budget and Management na may hawak din ng ating Bangsamoro Treasury Office. So, yan lang nagkaroon ng time lag, kasi January 20, yung pag-download ng NCA, and then January 31 pa yung Coronadal, ano? Bureau of Treasury sa Coronadal. And then, dumaan pa ng Bureau of Treasury Maguindanao. Finally, January 5 pa na-receive natin. So, 11 days. It also took mga 16 days, ano? So, I'm sure, no? Ito yung isa sa mga malalaking topic na pag-uusapan. Ang ideal kasi niyan is BBM, then siguro Treasury, and then Treasury to Treasury. Sana hindi na dumaan sa Coronadal at saka sa yung dito, no? Oo. Yun naman ang tawag dito na naging delay na wala sa amin, ano? Hindi beyond the control ng Bangsamoro government, but can be very it can be resolved naman. I do believe kayang i-resolve yan. Siguro nga lang dahil bago nga no. Nag-observe din naman siguro sila ng guidelines na well, we know pag transition period, it's a period of merong mga gray areas, you know. Yung uncertainty and then may complication dahil nga pag transition sometimes the rules are not really clear, no? So medyo nagkakaroon ng detour, but ang maganda nito in fairness sa ating DBM, ano, ay lagi silang open for dialogue. Ito makikita ninyo na no less than the Secretary of DBM ay pupunta rito this Thursday. Ako, sa pagtatrabaho natin, I think yung mga kabatch ko, no? Or mataas lang konti sa edad, ano? Alam natin, the last siguro na DBM secretary na pumunta rito, siguro si Bonco din lang yata, no? Bonco din, ano? May katagalan na yun, no? So, this time, it's also a good thing na ang DBM secretary natin ay taga Davao. Of course, hindi natin kailangan sabihin ang presidente taga Davao. So, yung coordination, mabilis. And then, ito, of course, gaya ng sinabi kanina, itong transition, maraming mga bagay na at this point, kuminsan nagiging gray area. So, itong dahilan kung bakit meron ding tinatawag na Intergovernmental Relations Board. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng mga detalye ay nasa BOL, ano? Ito yung mga bagay na hindi na isulat dyan, and yet, we are now experiencing it. Ang importante, may framework, and then yung relationship natin with the national government ay strong and very open through the mechanism na tinatawag nating Intergovernmental Relationships Board, yung IGRB, na alam na rin siguro nung December 16, nagkaroon na ng first meeting, no? Na-convene na ito sa Davao City. At ang nag-head nitong IGRB on the part of the Bangsamoro government ay si Sir Iqbal, on the part of the national government, si Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez. So another Dabawenyo. So medyo yung relasyon natin, no. Alhamdulillah, madaling nagkaka-connect yung ating mga leaders, and yung mga issues na ito, in fairness, kahit itong pag-download ng separation pay, lalo na yung first batch, I thought then would take months, but to be honest with you, by October, by the first week of October, so yung first batch actually, October 1, technically they were out of the service. So may transmit yung list, no, ng separation. By November 24, actually meron ng NCA. So less than a month ang pag-process ng DBM sa mga separation. Kundi lang nagkakaroon ng itong mga glitches, technical glitches, and kuminsan may problema dun sa computation, no? Siguro narinig nyo, ang iba dyan na employee, medyo they're still asking for recomputation. That's their right naman, ano? So ito lang yung mga, but I would consider it mga minor matters kung titingnan natin yung kabuuan, ano, as far as the pacing is concerned. In fairness sa DBM, mabilis, ano, kasi usually nag-claim ka ng mga terminal leave benefits noon, abot din yan ng mga months. And itong separation pay, lalo na ng first batch, no? Well, we can say na without fear of contradiction, they made it even less than a month. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next po, Bandera, followed by PIA, and then si ma'am po doon, and then next yung dito.
Magandang umaga po from Philippine Information Agency.
Sir,
Sige.
Okay.
Good morning. Thank you po. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Munawara Kumayo from Bandera News TV. Ang question ko po, sir, is bakit po nagkaroon ng kaunting pagkaantala doon sa pasahod ng mga empleyado sa BARM at doon din sa separation pay ng second and third batch po? Pangalawa po, dito po ba sa 5 billion and 300 million na black grant na na-download po sa DBM, dito na po ba kukunin yung pasahod sa kanila? Yun lang po. Thank you so much.
Siguro yung usapin ng salary at saka yung batches na baka na-mention ko in passing, ano. But just to reiterate, let me just say na yung 5.3 billion for January na approve the budget, dyan din kukunin yung salary. So dahil nga ang pasok lamang nung itong 5.3 billion, natanggap lang ng treasury natin nung February 5. So yung January, salary for January ay hindi na process. Hindi kasi tayo maka-process pag wala mo nang dumating na pera. Dun sa second batch, kaya na nasabi ko kanina, nagkaroon ng problem dun sa DBM, yung sa records nila, dun sa kanilang electronic budgeting system. Hindi ko rin makuha yung medyo kasi technical, ano. But yung apat na yun, yung the defunct Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, the DAR, Department of Agrarian Reform, and Department of Energy and Natural Resources, dumating na po yung kanila, yung NCA, yung Notice of Cash Allocation. So, I'm expecting that within the day, ay marami na naman kaming pipirmahang papel, ano? Kasi kailangan pirmahan yan, no? Myself, the cashier, and the executive secretary, yung transmittal nung tinatawag na from NCA, gagawin pa siyang NTA, ano? Notice of Transfer of Allocation. So, ito yung proseso na we have to observe. But yung DAF pala, yung Agriculture and Fisheries, yung second batch sila, hinihintay, no? So, for the second batch, yung DAF ang wala pa. But sabi nila mukhang if not this week, then baka next week. And yung isang ministry, separate kasi ang case ng Ministry of Transportation and Communication. I would rather not delve on it muna, yung Ministry of Transportation and Communication, kasi medyo complicated. Halimbawa, gaya na mention ko kanina, yung kaming medyo naka-edad-edad ng konti lamang yung nakakaintindi dun sa problema na yun, ano? Kasi itong consequence itong effect ito nung very prolonged issue sa dating DOTC, carry over pa rin hanggang ngayon. But we're doing our best na it would be resolved in the soonest.
Okay.
Legal actually ang problem. Nagkaroon ng, alam mo na yung pag legal problem, we just cannot deep our hands, ano? Kasi may mga, umabot na kasi sa kanyan ang case, nilang, nung nag-work ako dito, nung 2010, 2012, Court of Appeals pa noon, ano? Ngayon, meron nang may file sa Supreme Court. So, usaping legal, though we want to resolve it the soonest, but we have to observe, no? Yung legality.
Okay po. By this month of February po, ilan po yung expected nyo po na mabibigyan po ng sahod?
Kung expectation, ako in-expect ko dapat lahat eh. Oo, kasi sabi ko kanina, medyo dapat all. Dapat all kasi tawag dito. We will do our very best. Ako na mismo magpupursige rin dahil tawag dito. Lahat kami rito hindi pa nakakatanggap ng salary.
Okay, thank you so much po.
Okay, next po, PIA. Sir.
Yes, magandang umaga po sa lahat. Ibahin naman natin ang question po para maging meron tayong po. Yes, para po kay Sir Dong. Ito po sir ay international issue. At ito po ay ang bilis mag-impact sa mga ating mamamayan. Regarding po ito sa sinasabing virus, Inco. Dito sa ating area, sa BARM, wala po tayong napapansin, baka kung sakasakali. Siyempre, ito ay pinag-iingatan ng ating It's One in the Philippines dahil ito ay ang dali mag-impact ng mga tao. Sa DOH BARM, sir, pangalawang question sa DOH BARM, ito ba po ay pinaghahandaan kung sakasakali darating man ang nasabing nakakatakot na sakit, virus?
Yung NCOVO to, no? Yes, sir. No cash on Valentine's? Joke. No novel coronavirus, no? On the part ng Bangsamoro government, through the Ministry of Health, ay nagpe-prepare sila, no? Um, um, meron na rin silang mga measures nun, ano? Through the press release given, ano? By the Ministry of Health. Ito kasing virus, sa totoo lang, medyo may kahirapan ng pag-contain ng virus, ano? We heard na in Kidapawan, meron ng mga persons under investigation yata, no? Minomonitor. I think sa General Santos City, no? Meron din mga PUI. Ganon din ang Davao. Dito sa atin sa BARM, wala pa namang reported cases. May fake news noon, ano? Hindi. Meron nung may fake news noon na, pero kasi ito ang pag itong mga virus kasi isang malaking problema rin natin yung fear na nakakreate nito sa ating mga mamamayan. But of course, yung sinasabi ng mga expert, it's still redown to personal hygiene, no? You have to regularly wash your hands, and then avoid, well, for now, at least you have to avoid yung mga crowded places. In Manila, there's a reported case already of a death, ano, of a Chinese. But of course, we cannot afford to reshape our lives, no, just because of virus. Hindi naman siguro mag-stop na tayong mag-travel dahil may virus. And well, based din ito sa nababasa natin sa news, I think mas deadly naman yung before, yung SARS and MERS, ano, compared sa MERS-CoV din, ano. They say na mas fatal yun, ano. Itong nCoV, sabi nila yung mortality nito hindi kasing laki nung SARS and MERS. But yung pag ganito kasing we consider it plague, ang best option is, and China is doing this, yung pagko-quarantine, ano? And it's also very Islamic na ang teaching ng prophet namin, if there's a plague in this one country, then avoid getting out and also avoid going there. So yung mga measures siguro, kasi itong dapat na matingnan, ay yung mga points of entry, no? Yung airports natin, lalong-lalo na kung manggagaling sa, well, China, of course. Pag galing ng, well, of course, China is very big, ano? Unfair naman dun sa manggagaling sa China na malayo sa Wuhan ay. And siguro isang challenge natin dito, yung availability ng mga gamit siguro, no? Nakikita natin in big airports, may mga thermal scanner. Yung Awang Airport siguro natin, wala talagang thermal scanner ang Awang Airport. And then in other airports like Bonggao, fortunately or not, Bonggao naman has no connecting flights. No flights from Bonggao to other countries, ano? Domestic lang. But of course, the Bonggao port is an entry point for people in the Sabah. And we know that Malaysia has reported cases ng nCoV. Ito yung dapat na, and I think the Bangsamoro Ministry of Health is already preparing kung paano niya ma-monitor. But in reality talaga, may kahirapan talaga itong pag-monitor itong virus. Kasi hindi mo nakikita no? Hindi natin there's simply no way to know if one person is carrying the virus or not. With the naked eyes alone. Okay.
Okay. Next po si Ma'am Ann Acosta. Kailangan po mag-mic tayo kasi live po tayo sa Bangsamoro government page. Pwede naman po dito, ma'am.
Hello, ako muna, sir. Tiyan, mamaya ka na. Ako muna. Sir, ang question ko, follow up doon kay Chinchin. With regards doon sa mga in-extend po ng mga empleyado, like yung 3 months na mag-e-end sila sa March 30, ano po yung magiging status ng kanilang, kasing iba sinasabi na wala pa silang kontrata, like yung under sa OCM, itong BARM Ready, ang BPI, ano po magiging status, sir?
Yung mga extended personnel, yung status nila ay yung item nila nung ARM pa. Actually, ang in-extend din yung item nung ARM. Halimbawa sa case ni Aish, ang in-extend sa kanya yung item niya bilang empleyado siya nung ARM. So, but for only a definite period. By March 31, she has to be separated from the service. Barring any action to be taken by the parliament, which I do not see na they would do, So, ito yung yung status nila, at saka i-differentiate nga pala natin, yung mga contracts of service, job orders, hindi yan sila in-extend. Walang extension doon sa kanila. Renewal ng contract yon, Ang na-extend lang talaga yung mga permanent na holding accountable positions. Iba yung usapin sa mga contract of service. Yung consultant, di rin yan in-extend. Yung mga permanente lamang noon na holding accountable positions, yun yung in-extend natin. Yung mga empleyado na sa tingin natin, pag inalis sila, ay talagang malaking magiging effect dun sa opisina, lalong-lalo dun sa delivery of services.
Oo. Very important, sir, kasi yung sa BARM Ready, di ba? Kailangan sila sa disaster. Anytime pwede mangyari yung disaster. At sino yung iaano natin doon?
Sa BARM Ready, walang permanent ang BARM Ready. Ang lahat ng employees ng BARM Ready ay contract of service. So yan, i-renew yung contract of service nila.
Thank you, sir.
May memorandum na hindi naman pinagbabawal, pero itong hiring period na ito, unahin mo na, unahin mo na yung mga contracts of service at saka yung job order. But eventually mag-hire din naman tayo ng mga consultants.
Ako na? Okay na? Ako na. Mahirap pag walang microphone, maraming mangusan tayo. Good morning, Sir Dong. Actually, I have 2 questions in mind. First, siguro,
Ma'am, 3 lang.
Sir, first siguro is, concern lang ako about dun sa non-internal revenue allotment municipalities. Okay, kung kailan ba talaga sila makakatanggap ng kanilang revenue allotment, sir? Then, kung magkano per month ang matatanggap nila? May percentage ako. Pagkailaman ba? Then, kung magiging regular na ba sila, sir? Regular na nila monthly matatanggap ang kanilang internal revenue allotment. Then, second question is, kailan ang second tabang projects?
Okay.
since na meron na tayong initial na buntot sa 65 billion na sabi na meron na tayong initial na 5.3 billion. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mukhang apat yata yun, ano? Dalawa lang. Okay. Regarding dun sa LGUs na walang IRA nun, ano? Under the BOL, na-waive yung qualifications na hindi nila masatisfy. Kaya nga hindi sila magkaroon ng IRA before, no? But by virtue of the BOL, ay 11 yata or sa in Maguindano, I think mga 7 and then meron sa Basilan, 4. So I think 11, ano? So magkakaroon sila ng IRA. In fact, Northern Kabuntalan, no? I was able to talk with the municipal engineer, yung engineer niya, at memoryado niya yung IRA na nila. So sabi niya, meron na silang matatanggap na IRA. Hindi ko lang nakausap yung DBS meron. Kasi sa Maguindano, kung ang mga may problem ng mga non-IRA, tinatawag ng non-IRA LGUs were Northern Kabuntalan, DBS, Dato Angal Midtimbang, Pandag, Hofer, Manguda Dato, Dato Salibo, ano? So, Pandag pa pala, no? So, I'm sure, no? Meron ng mga nakatanggap ng IRA. And then, how much dependent yan sa kwan? May computation kasi ang IRA. Ang una na dyan ay yung population, then yung land area, and then yung income. So, magkakaiba yan. Magkakaiba. Whether regular or not, ang IRA is kwan. It should be released regularly and automatic, no? Constitutional provision yan. Once na approve yan, then the release must be regular and automatic. The same case with the block grant. Okay. Dun sa Tabang, yung project Tulong Alay sa Bangsamorong Nangangailangan, tama ka, ito rin yung hinihintay namin yung availability ng funds. So, nasa pipeline ngayon, but hindi ko na siguro ikon yung detalye, no? But hopefully within the month, meron na isang area na mapupuntahan itong Project Tabang. Hindi mo na ako magkunong details, no? I would like to apologize na hindi ko muna ibibigay yung details kasi nasa planning stage pa. Baka lalo na makakonfuse sa ating mga mamamayan. Okay.
Okay, next po. Si Sir from BMP.
Gandang umaga, Sir Dong. Sir Dong, how true na...
Ay, Sir, si BMP muna po. Then si Ma'am sa kabila po.
Assalamualaikum, sir. Sir, tanong lang po, meron bang specific date for turnover ng Cotabato and ano po yung aming ma-expect sa ano? And then, sir, pagdating sa job portal, nagkaroon na ba, sir, since sa dami ng aplikante, nagkaroon na ba ng CHS difficulty, technical problems sa ng mga IT personnel? And then, sir, merong third one, sir, is may mga allegations, sir, na ilang employee ng ARM is maibabalik daw. And how true is it true, sir? Or yun lang po, sir.
Regarding sa issue ng Cotabato City, this is already being discussed as it has been discussed already in the highest level. Ano? So, I do not want to speculate dun sa mga date. No? But it is already in the highest level, yung discussion for Cotabato City. Hindi lang ako mag-speculate ng date, ano, kasi tawag dito. It's not good to be very speculative. But what is certain is it is already in the highest level ang pag-uusap about Cotabato City. And then doon sa portal, talagang maraming challenges, ano. Ah, yung kung IT and technical problems, meron and yung the sheer volume lamang talaga nung applications. We were not expecting na umabot ang ganitong dami ng applications, yung maabot na ng by the 200 plus thousand, no? 200,000 plus. But on the other hand, masaya rin naman tayo dahil tinangkilik, at doon din nakita natin yung interest ng ating mga, especially yung mga those who want to serve the Bangsamoro government, yung interest nila. But to be really honest with you, nagkakaroon talaga ng problem ngayon dun sa pag-manage itong mga applications. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, halimbawa sa amin lamang, nag-closing kami sa OCM January 31. So we have 22,000 plus applications, and over the week, the past several days, yung mga HR namin, sabi nga nung head nila, medyo magana yung mata ng iba dahil dun sa pagsasort out. Just imagine yung 22,000. If we have just 10 people dedicated dun sa pag-sort out, so 22,000 divided by 10, do the math. On the average, one person has to check around 2,000? Mga 200. Mahina tayo sa math talaga. So 22 divided by 10, mga 2,000, 2,000 ang dapat ma-check nung isang worker namin. Ito yung mga challenge, At kami, to give justice dun sa applicant, we will force ourselves to really check. Talagang, we have to face it na ang daming applications. Then we just, siguro mag-add lang kami ng mga tao sa HR para mapabilis yung sorting nung mga applications, kung whether qualified ba talaga. Ang next step niyan would be the conduct of exam. Ang ibang ministries, natapos na rin sila. Depende rin kasi sa dami ng alam mo, yung isang ministry sa MSS, hindi naman ganun karami yung positions open. So, yung medyo manageable yung number of nag-exam. Ang iba siguro ng mga ministry na maraming na-open na mga ito yung nagiging challenge, Ito yung nagiging challenge, yung pag-process ng mga applications. And yung isa ay ibabalik. Okay ng turnover. Yung isa, yung mga empleyadong ibabalik. Yung mga dating... in fact, merong mga employees ng ARM noon na we hired them as contract of service. Especially yung mga nasa janitorial services. Kasi kailangan yun Otherwise, kung ano mangyayari kung di natin i-continue yung services nila. So, but ang contract of service actually, hindi siya considered na employment. Clear sa contract yan na there is no employee-employee relationship created. And so, pwede silang mag-work sa Bangsamoro government. Yung sinasabi kong yung mga separated na gustong bumalik, they are not prohibited from applying, but once they landed again in the plantilla positions, like casual or more so with regular, then they have to return yung separation pay na makukuha nila. Ang casual and contractual positions are considered government employment. Kasi these are attested by the Civil Service Commission. So, magkaiba yan sa contract of service and job order. Tingin ko exact eh. Kasi alam mo naman ng government, pag sumingil, lalo na kung bangko yan, although hindi naman bangko ang maniningil. Pero worse pag bangko kasi may interest pa eh. Pero ito naman, government, it should be exact. No? It should be exact.
Thank you. Next po sa left side and then followed by Sir Michael Suwan and then dito and the rest. Siguro po limit na lang natin 2 questions kasi 12:00 na rin. O sige, isa na lang.
Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and good morning po sa ating lahat. Ang katanungan ko po, sir, is alam po natin na nagkaroon po ng nagkaroon ng fire sa Hulusulo. So maraming apektado doon. I think kung hindi ako nagkakamali is 3,000 plus yung naapektuhan. So meron po bang hakbang ang mga Bangsamoro sa mga kapatid nating apektado ng naturang sunog? Yun lamang po and maraming salamat. Ako po si Tia Abdul Karim from 91.9 Nice FM, Radyo Pilipinas.
Maraming salamat, sister, no? Nice FM. Yeah. Okay. Regarding dun sa big fire sa Hulo, no? We really commiserate with the victims nung sunog, ano? Nakita natin yung mga video images, talagang nakakawa talaga yung mga kababayan natin doon, no? And by the thousands, no? 2,000 to 3,000 yung victims. On the part of the Bangsamoro government, I'm sure you've heard about yung ginawa ng Readi natin. Yung ano nga ang Readi? Rapid Emergency Assistance on Disaster Incident, ano? Rapid Action on Rapid Emergency, yung Readi, ano? Nagpaabot na rin ng tulong ang Readi. Nagpadala doon ng mga essential goods. Pumunta na rin si Minister Sinarimbo, who also heads the Readi. And last week, si MSS Minister, Attorney Raisa Jajuri, she went to Holo. And if you would allow me, yung naibigay nilang paunang tulong doon, nakapamigay sila together with other members of parliament, ano? May mga members of parliament na nagtulong-tulong, pati yung ating Minister Jajuri. Nakabigay sila ng 600 blankets, 433 plastic mats, at may mga cash na ibinigay ng other ministries. Actually, sa itong buwan na ito, we would try our best na makapunta doon, ano? Kanina nag-beg off ako from answering yung query ni Ann, ano? But ang actually nakikitang target ng next project tabang is Hulo-Sulo dahil nga sa nangyayari dyan. But nasa planning stage ito. inshallah, pupunta rin ng Bangsamoro government para mag-extend pa ng more assistance.
Okay na po. Next po si Sir Michael Suan.
Thank you, Sir Dong, sa palansya. May tanong si Sam kung may pang Valentine's Day pa daw siya. Joke lang. Joke lang. Sir Dong, how true na wala pang admin code yung BARM kaya't nagkakaroon ng delay sa budget downloading dito sa BARM? Yun kasi parang rason nila na wala pa daw admin code sa BARM kaya't nagkakaroon ng problema sa downloading ng pondo.
As far as the budget is concerned, walang bearing ang admin code. I would say, kasi nakita naman yun na download na hindi pa naipapasa ng Bangsamoro Parliament yung admin code. Meron ng draft na admin code. Of course, it is necessary, no? Kailangan yan kasi one of the priority codes ang administrative code. And as an update, yung committee in charge with that, meron ng draft. But as to saying na nakakahinder, we beg to disagree, ano? Kasi kung talaga nakahinder, hindi dapat tayo na-downloadan. But it will be rushed up kasi kailangan din naman ito, kailangan talaga yung admin code dahil may mga bagong opisina na na-create at i-create pa. So kailangan maganda yung relasyon nitong mga opisinang ito dun sa administrative code. And in the absence naman ng the admin code that would be passed by the Bangsamoro Parliament, we still have a subsisting admin code nung ARMA, no? Under the BOL, yung mga laws passed by the defunct RLA are still considered subsisting. Ibig sabihin, nag-ooperate din yan. Unless, two conditions unless directly contrary to the BOL or the Parliament has passed a new law to it. So yung mga, let's say, nung ARM noon, there was an admin code passed. So for us, we still treat it as subsisting. We still abide with the provisions of the old ARMM ARM code. But of course, may mga provisions doon na hindi na applicable. No? Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin lahat doon ay hindi na... Meron pa rin mga provisions na we still stick with it. And for other laws as well, yung mga pag-create ng mga offices, we still treat those offices as existing by virtue of the fact that RLA passed a law to that effect.
So last two questions. Ay, Sir Sam, magko-question ka ba? Ay, hindi na po. Sige. So, okay. Si Sir naman po, dito sa side.
Anong nangyari sa mga microphone dito? Parang, Oo. Mukhang napadalas kasi ang inyong kapihan eh.
Magandang tanghali sa ating lahat. Sir, pinapatanong ng mga empleyado na nag-attend ng flag ceremony. Parang tapos na daw yung ginawa na tagda ng watawat, yung flag pole dyan ho sa harap ng main building. Tanong nila, para saan po daw yun? Doon ba ikakabit yung flag ng Bangsamoro? If yes, at kailan daw gagawin?
Yung flagpole sa building. Actually, para talaga dun sa Bangsamoro flag. But dahil yung batas dun sa Bangsamoro hymn ay naipasa lamang nung January 27 ba yun? Okay. January 27. So, merong publication na kailangan i-observe. Before a law can be operationalized, kailangan ma-publish siya in at least two regional dailies yata. So merong in-observe tayong proseso ng pag-effect nung Bangsamoro hymn. Kasi ang gusto namin, pag-raise ng flag, dapat may hymn na rin, no? Approve na yung flag matagal na, pati yung logo matagal na rin. Pero hindi naman maganda na magpa-flag raising ka, walang hymn. So, once matapos yung observance mandatory observance nung publication nung law that authorizes the Bangsamoro hymn, then, meron na kami mga dates na pinag-uusapan. Maganda sana kung March 29, pero March 29 falls on a Sunday. Parang, hindi naman siguro, kasi ito, going to details, ang gusto namin, even the local government units in sa provinces, ay magsabay sana ng flag raising. So, yan yun, ano? Ang malaki dyan is, hinihintay natin yung full operationalization nung law for the Bangsamoro hymn, and then isasabay natin. Once it is in effect na, then we will raise the Bangsamoro flag for the first time.
Yes, maraming salamat, sir.
Okay. So, that's a wrap siguro for this morning session. Maraming salamat po, Sir Dong Cusain, for being with us today. Maraming salamat din sa ating mga partners, media partners po dito sa Cotabato City area and ibang karatig bayan na rin siguro, no? So, yun lamang po. Okay, maraming salamat. Meron po tayong lunch. Enjoy your lunch po.